Hey guys. So, Gypsy Rose Blanchard, she's a free woman. She's out. Having been sentenced to 10 years for, I believe, second-degree murder, she now walks free. She did, I want to say about 8 years. So how did Gypsy Rose Blanchard end up there anyway? Now, if you're a true crime fanatic or fan, not fanatic necessarily, just a fan, you are probably familiar with the story of Gypsy Rose and her mother, Dee Dee Blanchard. There are lots of sources of information for that. I'm going to give you a quick rundown, like very quick, okay? Dee Dee Blanchard was Gypsy Rose's mother. And Gypsy Rose was, from her entire life, taken to doctors. And she was in a wheelchair. She couldn't walk. She had muscular dystrophy. She had leukemia. Her mother kept her hair cut, shaved, short, no hair. She had apparently a feeding tube. She underwent procedures that the doctors did where, like, I think she had a problem, her mother said, with drooling. So they removed her salivatory glands. Let's see what else. Her mother couldn't keep a job because she had to watch Gypsy. She was her dedicated caregiver. She put aside all her own desires for a life and things that she wanted to do in order to take care of her daughter, who was so stricken with health issues. And what a mother of the year, right? So Gypsy's defense was she was not taken care of by her mother. She was a victim of her mother. Her mother suffered, per the defense's side, from Munchausen by proxy. Now, for those of you who are not familiar with that term, it is a medical term that it refers to a person, usually a caregiver, that will intentionally cause injury or illness in someone that they're taking care of in order to continue to get that attention. And usually it's a mother and a child. Sometimes it's not, but usually it is. And they said that Dee Dee Blanchard done that to Gypsy Rose. And that's what led up to all the events that happened. And Gypsy Rose did not suffer from any of those problems. She didn't have leukemia. She could walk. She could eat. She wasn't having seizures. She was a completely healthy young lady. Now, when she was younger and her mother would take her to these doctor's appointments and make her go through these things, she thought too, just like everyone else, I'm sick. I must be sick. I have these problems. But as she got older, she realized, wait a minute, I can walk. I don't need this wheelchair. But her mother's like insisted, no, you stay in that wheelchair. They ended up having a house built for them. The community really rallied behind them and felt so sorry and so bad for Dee Dee and for Gypsy Rose. They had a house built. They went on a trip to Disney World. They met celebrities. She met Miranda Lambert. So there was some benefits to them, Dee Dee saying that Gypsy Rose was so sick. Now, as a child ages and gets older, they want independence. That's a natural thing. That's a progression of age. Kids are wanting that independence. They are, they want to do their own thing. And they need that to grow, to become adults, to become normal adults. And Gypsy Rose got to that point, and she wanted a boyfriend. She wanted to talk to people her own age, and pretty much she was secluded with her mother. She didn't get those things. Her mother would not allow it. But where there's a will, there's a way. And Gypsy Rose set out to meet people and to meet a boy. And that boy was Nick Godejohn. He became her boyfriend. And they had shared series of texts and kind of fantasy ideas between them, and had pseudonyms that they went by. And what ended up happening is Nick Godejohn came to the house and he stabbed Dee Dee and killed her. Now, in his defense, his lawyer said he was autistic and that he didn't comprehend premeditation. Regardless, he was sentenced to life. He's still in prison. But Gypsy Rose is free. She's a free woman now. So it's going to be interesting to see where her life goes after this. Okay, guys, that's a very quick synopsis. I encourage you to look up the movie that was made about Gypsy Rose. I feel like it was very well done. It is a dramatization, but the acting is phenomenal, and they do cover a lot of it. They really talk about it, and they show you what happened in Gypsy Rose's life. Now, there was no, I don't believe, official, because Dee Dee was killed, so no one officially said Dee Dee did this, that she had these, but Gypsy Rose was a healthy person. So what else would you call it? All right. Leave a comment. Let me know. Did you watch the special? Did you watch that movie about Gypsy Rose? What did you think of it? Was it done well? When's the first time you've heard of Gypsy Rose? Was it just now when she's been released? Or did you hear about it in 2015 when Dee Dee was killed? Let me know. All right. Take care, guys. Bye. Not bye. I wanted to add one more thing. Munchausen by proxy. It is a medical term. And I wanted to tell you a little bit about it because I was interested in where that term came from. I've heard it before, but I didn't know exactly when it got coined, when that term got started. And it was started in the 1970s by a man named Roy Meadows, and he named it Munchausen by proxy after a man named Baron von Munchausen. And the reason why is this Baron, apparently he has so many wild stories. All his stories were like these dramatic, like he fought a 40-foot alligator, just crazy stories that it was like it couldn't have happened, but they were attached to his name. And there was other things that have been named after this Baron von Munchausen. And I'll give you an example. I found this funny. One of the stories that was attached, to give you an example of what a Munchausen story would be like, it would be like, say you saved yourself from drowning by pulling on your own hair, like pulling yourself out of the swamp that you were drowning in by pulling on your own hair. Things like that. That's a Munchausen story. It's so far-fetched, and it doesn't, it's obviously a drama. But I found that interesting. I don't know, did you? Do you find that interesting to learn where these terms come from? I do. I'm a nerd, so whatever. But anyway, keep seeking, guys. I hope you have a great day. I hope you've had a wonderful Christmas and a very happy New Year. Bye.